I like movies about underdogs, trying to rise up to the top. And this movie looks like it's going to be one of those movies. What is up, guys and sports fans? Welcome back to my channel. This is OCD Movie Reviews. My name is Brinkat, and today I'm going to review the latest sports biographical drama film, and that is Air. This movie is directed and starred Ben Affleck with Matt Damon, Jason Bateman, Chris Tucker, Chris Messina, Marlon Wayans, and Viola Davis. Follows the history of a shoe salesman, Sonny Vaccaro, and how he led Nike in its pursuit of the greatest basketball player of all time, Michael Jordan. Now, of course, this is the movie about the behind the scenes of one of the most famous sports partnerships of all time, and also one of the most famous shoe brands of all time, Air Jordan. Now, I have not heard about the behind the scenes of what happened. Obviously, everyone knows Air Jordans. It's one of the most popular shoe brands of all time. And of course, Michael Jordan. Everyone knows who Michael Jordan is. Michael Jordan is not just well known as one of the greatest basketball players in history, but he is also known as one of the greatest athletes in history. And of course, Michael Jordan is popular as hell. Like, he even creates one of the best biopic movies of all time, Space Jam. I was excited for this film because, of course, Ben Affleck as a director. I think Ben Affleck does some fantastic directed films like Gone Baby Gone, The Town, Argo. I thought those are great films. Live by Night, I enjoyed it. I don't hate it as much as everyone else does, but I would say it is the worst out of Ben Affleck's directed movies. But still, this is his 5th directed film, and I'm excited. And this is seriously coming from a guy that is not a fan of sports. I love sports movies, but not a fan of watching sports in general. I like movies about underdogs, trying to rise up to the top. And this movie looks like it's going to be one of those movies. And I gotta say, guys, I walked out of Air so happy and inspired. This is definitely one of Ben Affleck's better directed films that I have seen. This is another great film that came out this year. Of course, the cast in the film is fantastic, especially Matt Damon. Matt Damon carries this film the whole way through, and it's basically an underdog story about his character, trying to rise up, doing this partnership, trying to save his company of Nike, because of course Nike wasn't popular before Air Jordans existed. And you see the passion throughout his character. You can see his passion throughout Michael Jordan in the film. It's not just about the shoe brand, it's also about the athlete himself. And seeing Matt Damon's passion with this athlete and doing this partnership, it's just really entertaining to see. And of course, Matt Damon does a fantastic job in the film, driving the film forward. The rest of the cast in the film is also fantastic. Ben Affleck himself, he's great in the film. Chris Tucker was hilarious in this film. He definitely carries the film as well. Jason Bateman is also great in this film with Chris Messina. But of course, Viola Davis. Great actress. And the fact about this movie is that Michael Jordan himself actually chose Viola Davis to play his mum, which I think is an excellent choice because I thought Viola Davis does a great job in this film. She is very convincing as a mother that really cares about her son. I wish she was in the movie more. I would say that's one of my flaws in the film because Viola Davis is that good in the film, but the scenes that she is in, she is fantastic. I think one of the things that really surprised me about Air is how lighthearted this film is. There's no moments where it's tear-jerking like I was expecting. This film is very lighthearted from start to finish, and it's very motivational. I was rooting for the characters in this film, and I'm just gonna give props to the screenplay of this movie. I'm gonna put his name right here, the screenwriter of this film. This is his first written script. I know. It's crazy. The first written script is one of the biggest events in sports history, one of the biggest partnerships in sports history, and I just gotta get props because the screenplay is definitely some of the best screenplay that I have seen this entire year. The writing of this film, like the line deliveries, are so freaking natural. It doesn't feel like a script at all. It feels like you're in the real event. I would say also, this film is surprisingly hilarious. This film has a lot of bits where I was literally killing myself laughing. Because, like I said, this movie is so natural, so the jokes are natural in the film. And I just gotta give props to Ben Affleck directing this film because Ben Affleck does such a great job of making you care about the characters that are in the film, and even the story in general, and I think this is a perfect choice for Ben Affleck to direct, and I would say this is a great comeback for Ben Affleck directing this movie. Especially this is coming from the guy that has not heard of the behind the scenes of this partnership. It's insane for me. I cannot believe I don't, because the story of the film, I was invested in a lot of moments in the film where I'm like, that is awesome. How did I not know that this actually happened? And that's what I love about this film the most. It is easy to follow. It is one of those films where if you don't know the story, I feel like the film does a great job of making the dialogue so easy for you to understand what is going on. And like I said, this is coming from a guy that doesn't know the story, so I'm so happy that the dialogue and the story of the film I completely get. Overall, Air is a fantastic film, and it's another win for Ben Affleck as a director. This is a great sports biopic drama film about, of course, one of the biggest partnerships of all time, and Ben Affleck directed this film brilliantly. The cast in the film is incredible, from Matt Damon, Viola Davis, Chris Tucker, Jason Bateman, even Marlon Wayans. For a small amount of screen time he did, I thought he does a great job in the film. This is definitely a light-hearted, inspirational, motivational film that you basically root for. This is a different way to tell an underdog story, and I thought Air presents that very, very well. If you're sports fans, see this film. If you're not sports fans, still see this film, because this film's got something for everybody. I am going to give Air an A. So guys, that is my review for Air. Let me know what you think of this film in the comments below. Do you like the film, hate the film, or you thought it's okay? And what is your favourite sports film of all time? Let me know that also in the comments below. Make sure you guys follow me on social media links down below. Keep contact with me, and make sure you guys subscribe to my channel notified for my latest movie reviews and other movie related content. And have a nice day.